Oh, look at that epic release. I love that. Swim right off. I am at the creek right now where I normally fish with all the lily pads. I am going to be throwing booyah jig with a googanbaits bandito bug right here. Be throwing one of these guys. One of my favorite baits right there. But in the combination of a jig, we'll see if we can get anything. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Alright guys, I didn't have a whole lot of time to fish. I didn't catch anything while I was there. I had a lot to do at home, but I wanted to stop by and try to catch a fish on video for you. But I didn't catch anything, but I'll get back with you next time I'm able to fish again, which will be right now. Alright y'all, I didn't film an intro, but I'm down at a dam fishing right now, throwing a little finesse jig. And we got one. Hopefully you guys can see me, but there he is. It's a good quality bass. Just throwing on a little finesse jig with a little Ned worm on there. It's actually googanbaits rattling Ned. There he is. Look at that guy. Whew. Healthy fish. Nice and green. Look at that mouth. He swallowed it too. But we got one good one. I'm going to try again and see if I can get another one. I'm just slowly going on the bottom. I got a good bite a minute ago. It wasn't as strong as this guy, but I didn't land him. Threw it around the same spot, just right off a rock bed. Got him. I'm going to get this guy back in the water. Oh, look at that epic release. I love that. Swim right off. Alright guys, so today we're going to get to the main point of this video. I'm doing a rod and reel combo review, I guess you could say. Hopefully they're in stock. I'm going to go by Academy and I'm going to pick up a rod and reel. I'll show you whenever we get there. But hopefully they have them in stock. We will see. But if they do, fantastic. Because I will pick one up and we'll get it. And we'll get some line for it and we'll test it out today. See you guys soon. Alright guys, just got to the amazing Academy. So I'm going to go in and hope they have what I am looking for in stock. If they don't, I might try and find something else. But I have one in mind that I did some research on, and it seems like it's going to be good. So we will head in and see if they got it in stock. Okay guys, we got it. We got the new rod. They did have it. It took me quite a while to find it. And I was like, oh no, they don't have it. They do have it. And I got it on sale. Let me go ahead and show you what I got. It is a 13 fishing rod and reel. It is I think it's an 8. There it is, right there. There's the ratio. So this is the fastest one I have. Every other one I have is a 6. So this is very fast. So you got your 13 here. And then 13 Origin LTD. This is a 7-foot medium heavy extra fast. I'll hold 18 to 14 pound line, 3/8 to 1 ounce lure. And then right on the end of it's pretty cool. So here is, it's kind of like carbon fibing, but it's not quite carbon fibing. There's a very subtle, kind of like a black and gray camo, which I thought I wouldn't like, but actually it kind of looks decent on this rod. And then on the very end it says 13 on it. I've started hearing good things about 13 fishing, and I'd never heard them before. And 13 is my favorite number, so it kind of works out that I kind of like it. But I have it in my truck because it's super windy outside right now, and I didn't want you guys to not be able to hear it. But this is a very good rod and reel. It is very, very, very windy today, so I will probably wait to go fishing. It's windy, and it's like misty, rain, cold crap. So I'll probably wait to test it out. I got, let me show you the line I got for it. Maybe. Okay. I got just some simple, I don't know how you pronounce it, tri-line, I think. It's 14 pound line. It's monofilament. I was going to get braid. I was going to get some like good braid, like 60 pound braid, but I thought, I'm going to give it the true test and put mono on there. And then maybe eventually I'll put some braid on there. But for now, I'm just going to stick with mono and see how it goes. One thing that's really cool about this, the drag, actually, I don't know if you can hear it. it gives you clicks. That way you know exactly where your drag is. These do not click, which I would kind of liked if they clicked, but that's okay. My other rod, I'm used to it not clicking. And then your brakes are actually inside here. You pop this open right here. You push this open, and that swings open, and then this comes off. Swings like that. And then you set your brakes with this. So this right here is how you set it. There's 0 through 6. I'll probably start right in the middle, see how it works. And if I need to tighten it up or loosen it, we'll adjust accordingly. But it's a really, really nice rod. I'm excited to use it. I can't wait to test it out. I'm going to go ahead and just assume that I won't film until I get to go fishing with this rod. So I'll meet you there now. Okay, guys, I did not record when I got here. I was testing out my new rod that I got. Oh my God, I think I just caught a PB. Let me show you this bass. First I was throwing a black and blue. Actually, it's like purple and black and blue, whatever. Jig, look at this guy. He got away from me. Oh my God, I wish I had a scale on me. Look at this bass. Oh my God, let me get a better angle, hang on. Look at this bass. Oh my God. Oh, look at that mouth. Oh my God. This bass is huge. I'm gonna give her a dunk real quick, just a second. Okay guys, let's see. Come on. Don't start flopping on us. 5'2", we'll take it, 5'2". Oh. There we go, let's see. We're probably looking 20 inches, give or take. Oh my God. Bro. Alright guys, I didn't really get a chance to talk about the bass any more than what you just saw. I was so overwhelmed with what just happened. Let me just kind of spill it out here for you. So I got to the river. I couldn't wait any longer. It had been raining and windy and it was just nasty weather and I couldn't go fishing. So I went that night. It was kind of clear that night, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I can't wait to use this rod anymore. So I went, and I didn't film an intro. I thought I did, but it did not record. I don't have a footage, so I'm guessing I didn't record it because when I picked it back up, there was nothing there. So it's okay. It wasn't much of an intro anyway. I was just saying, okay, I'm here at the park. I'm gonna test out the rod. You couldn't see anything anyway. It was dark, but I was there for a while. I was throwing multiple rods as well. I'd already figured out that I love the rod. I'll get more into that later on. I'll probably save more in depth of the rod itself, the rod and reel, because I did not know in this video I was going to catch the PB. So as you can tell by the title, that is what this video is about. Before in the video, I said, let's get to the main point of this video. We're getting a new rod. That's not the point of this video anymore. It's this PB I caught. It was 5.02 ounces. We weighed it again. It was 5.04, but we're just going to call it 5.02. It may have been just because I dunked her back in the water. That's probably all it was. But over 5 pounds, right over 5 pounds. I didn't even know what to do. I was throwing, like I said, I was throwing all kinds of different rods. I wasn't getting any bites. I was there for probably an hour. I was not getting any bites off anything. And finally, I was like, okay, I'm just going to switch to the jig on my new rod. I want to see how this thing handles a big old jig. So that's I don't know the exact weight on that jig. It's a pretty heavy jig, and I had a googanbaits rattling net on there as a trailer, and I was just chucking it out there. I'd let it sink through the lily pads as I always do, just kind of pop it, and eventually it's always getting snagged in those lily pads, and I normally just pop it until it comes out. And it got snagged, and I went to pop it, and it would not come out. And all of a sudden, my rod went like that. I mean, it just went boom. And I realized it was actually a fish. So I set the hook as hard as I could. And at the time, I had no idea how big it was because every fish you catch out of there feels big because they're getting snagged on those lily pads. So they're just, the main weight you're feeling is from those lily pads. So when I finally got him out of the lily pads, there's kind of a stretch of water right in front of you where there's no lily pads. He kind of loosened up a little bit, but he was swimming right at me because my line just dropped. So I couldn't tell. So luckily, as you saw in the big kind of in the middle of the video, that is an 8-year ratio rod or reel. So it does reel up that line really fast. So I got that slack back really fast. And he did this, or she, I don't know, the bass did this splash that it was the loudest splash I'd ever heard from a bass. And I love topwater bass fishing, so I've heard plenty of loud pops and, you know, splashes. When it splashed like that, I did not think I caught a bass. I honestly thought it was a carp. And at first I was like, how did I catch a carp on a jig? It was really weird because I'd never done that before. Maybe something other people do. I had never have. Anytime I've ever caught a carp was on, I had to hide the hook. I had to put a shrimp on there or something. If you saw another YouTube video, I caught a carp. It was on a shrimp on a hook. I think that's the only carp I've ever caught, really. But anyway, I thought it was a carp based on the kick it did. And then when I got it a little bit closer and I could finally see, because keep in mind, it's dark out there. The only lights that are out there are pretty far away, and they're nasty yellow lights. You can't really see out there. But there was a spot that it finally came to that I could see it, and I did see it was a bass. And I could not, I wanted to grab my phone so bad, but I couldn't do it while holding the rod. I did not want to lose this fish because I saw it and I saw how big it was. And I just kept saying to myself, oh my God, this is a PB, this is a PB, this is a PB. I was ecstatic. My heart was racing. My adrenaline was going. I was tired at that point. It was freezing cold. I was getting ready to go home. After that, I was wide awake. I was so excited. I couldn't believe what was happening. So when I finally got it like right up there where normally I would just flick the fish up and then I would just grab him, I couldn't do it. He would not come up. He was that heavy. And at this point, I knew. I was like, this is a PB. I've never caught a bass this big. I think, I don't remember if it's in one of my videos. I don't think that it is. The biggest bass I ever caught, at the time, I thought it was like a 4-pounder, but now knowing what this was, that was only probably a 3-pounder. I caught it on a frog off the bank on my family's land. And it was a big bass for what's in that little creek, but it was not what I caught. So whenever I got in there, I had to lift pretty hard and just fling him. I finally got him up over that ledge because if you guys have seen the other videos, it's kind of like a concrete block and it drops off and there's the water. So I had to fling him up over that. That's why he ended up over in that leaf area. That's why I covered in leaves, because I flicked him all the way over as far as I could because I didn't want him to come off, flop in the water. And sure enough, he was not on that jig very well because as soon as I got him in those leaves and set my rod down, he was flopping off. He'd already got it out of his mouth. So thank God that I did that, and I got him there was no way he was flopping back from the water from where I put him. At that point, that's when I grabbed my phone and started recording. And I was in shock. I don't know if you guys could tell by me talking to you guys. I couldn't believe what just happened. I couldn't believe the size of the fish I just caught out of that river. That's a super, super pressured little creek river. It's called a river, but it's more of a creek. And I never expected to catch a fish that big. I've caught some decent sized bass, if you guys have seen in the other video. But I never expected to catch something that big. And I didn't know really what to do. I was actually saying to myself, I don't even know what to do. I just started recording for you guys, and I was just freaking out because I had to know what this bass weighed. There's no way I was putting it back in the water without knowing what it weighed. If I had to somehow rig up, I had no trout line or whatever. I had no way to keep this fish in the water and keep him alive, and I wasn't going to just take him with me. I wasn't going to do that to a bass. I'm a catch and release fisherman when it comes to bass. I'm not going to kill a bass. And I just started thinking, who could I call? And one of my buddies that I work with, I was like, oh my God, he might have a scale. So I gave him a call, and he came down. So thanks to Landon, he's subscribed, so hopefully he's watching this video. Thanks to you, bud, because we got that scale, and it was 5.02. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I just felt like I needed to sit down and just kind of explain the whole situation because it was awesome. After that, I called it a night because I was just I mean, that was it. I was already freezing cold. My fingers were ripped apart from that bass, which is completely okay with me. And I was just done for the night. So after that, I was done. I am back on now. This is 2 days later from the last clip you saw of me catching the bass. This is 2 days later. It was absolutely unbelievable. If you're out there and you have tried catching a big bass and you just can't do it, or you like fishing but you just cannot hook up on a bass, just do not give up. Because I promise, when you do hook into that one bass, it is so rewarding. It's unbelievable. The feeling I had when I realized that I caught my PB, I was just ecstatic. My adrenaline was going so much. I mean, my heart was pumping like it's never pumped before. It was absolutely unbelievable. I had time of my life in that 5-minute span. Absolutely awesome. While I was waiting for my buddy to show up, I just kept walking over the water and putting her in the water, just letting her breathe for a little bit. And from that point all the way, my adrenaline never came down. It was just a peak, and I just stayed there. It was absolutely amazing. I'm hoping one day I hook into a bigger fish. I know 5 pounds to some people is not that impressive. You know, people are catching 10s, 12s, sometimes bigger. But for me, at the place I was at, and I've just never caught a bass that big, and I was not expecting it. I was ready to go home. I was cold. I was wet. And it just happened. It was absolutely unbelievable. It was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I did get. I do apologize for not filming the actual catch. To be honest, there wasn't much to it. It was just a hook set and me reeling it in. You probably would have saw me freaking out a little bit, realizing I caught a PB. I wish I was recording. I would kill for a GoPro so I could be wearing that and record. I'd be recording the whole time. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get a GoPro. It's not really something I plan soon, but it would be nice. Also, I would like to thank all the people that have subscribed recently. I think I was at like 32 subscribers, and I'm now at like 60. So I appreciate you guys so much. Every time I see that one person new has subscribed, the motivation that it gives me is absolutely amazing. It just keeps making me want to put out new videos. I've already got multiple videos in the making. I don't get to get out and fish as much as it seems like I do. I just put them all together and try to make one video, but I do multiple videos at once over different things. So I've got another video in the making as well as this one. I am going to go ahead and end the video here because I don't know how long the video is. I've only edited part of it. I'm adding in this last thing. The next video I post will probably be the actual rod and reel review, I guess you can call it. I'm not really going to give it a super detailed review. I know I love it, but I will give you guys some intel if you are looking for that rod and reel, specifically, then I will try to help you out in that aspect. But again, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Like I said, it gives me that motivation to keep pushing these videos. And hit the like button so I know you're liking the videos. Leave a comment down below if you want to see something specific. I'm hoping to go shooting soon. It's been a while since I've done a shooting video. It's actually been like 2 years since I've done a shooting video. I've shot since then, but I have not recorded it. I'm hoping to do a shooting video. Like I said a couple videos back, I'm dying to go coyote hunting. I did just get a new shotgun. I'll go over that eventually. And it is coyote ready. So I'm very excited. Good videos are coming soon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for the support. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.